Hello everyone, this is Patralik and I welcome you back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about chain of thoughts, CoT, right? We did discuss about CoT in some of our previous videos, but today's video is going to be all about CoT, what this is, why this is required, and what it is giving us. Right? So this is a rapidly evolving area of AI, especially in the field of LLM, which imparts it the ability to think like humans, and that is helping the LLMs solve much more complex problems where a lot of reasoning is required. Right. So now, why chain of thought is required, right? First, let's look at what this is, and then we'll look at why this is required. So, say for example, there is a problem, right? There's a problem that I have two apples. They don't look like apples, but I have two apples. I give one away, right? Then I get three more apples. Now, how many apples do I have? Ask an LLM and it gives you an answer 4. Now, we are not sure. We always keep hearing that LLMs don't do the arithmetic operations well, and that's right. LLMs are not designed for that. So don't try to test LLMs on its mathematical abilities. But yeah, for this problem, the LLM gave you the solution. It says you're left with 4 apples. So you had initially 2, you added, you gave away 1, you got 3 more, and now how many apples do I have? And the LLM says 4. So this is LLM's answer. Now, we are not sure if this answer is wrong or right, how the LLM arrived at this answer. And this is how you are getting it. Now, when we do a LLM with CoT, chain of thoughts, what it will do is it will give you all the steps. So it will say, you had one apple, you had 2 apples. Then in the next step, you took away 1 apple. So what happened is this apple is given away. Now in step 3, when you come to step 3, you had this 1 apple and then you got 3 more apples. And now when I add all these things, it becomes 4 apples. So CoT will do this. It will go step by step. It will explain what is happening at each step, why it gave you this answer, how it arrived at that conclusion or that result. So this is what chain of thought is. So it went in steps, it showed you everything, and now when I look at this, I know how this answer was deduced, and I know what steps it did. So this is something I am able to trust. So this model is taking the accountability and showing transparently what it is doing to arrive at this number, and this is what is called the explainability part. So it is explaining what is happening. And if you remember in the XAI video, we did talk about it. If you have not seen my video on XAI or explainable AI, please do so. Right? And in fact, for explainable AI, that is a big, very prominent section in AI. And now even banks have started becoming member of explainable AI, just like Ali Bank did, I think, yesterday. Anyways, so this was one of the examples. Now let me take another example, and then we'll come to the other things. Right? Let's take a puzzle and see how that fits into this, logical thinking and stuff. So you have a puzzle. There are there is a there's a crossroad or there's a gate. Okay, so this is a gate, and from this gate there are 2 paths. If you follow one path, it leads you to a treasure. If you take the other path, it takes you to a trap. There are two guards standing in front of this gate, guarding the gate. You can ask any one of these guards and only one question. They know where is the treasure, where is the trap. You cannot talk to both of them. You can talk to only one of them and you can ask only one question. Now, we ask LLM for help as to what questions should I ask or how do I figure out, what is the way to this treasure. Now, I asked this question to LLM without CoT, and the LLM tells me ask either guard, either A or B, doesn't matter. Ask either guard what would the other guard tell me, right? And I forgot to tell you one thing. One of these guards always says the truth, never lies. And one of these guards always lies, never says the truth. But you don't know which guard is the truth teller and which guard is the liar, right? So you asked LLM, and the LLM said, doesn't matter, go to any of the guards, either guards, whether it is saying the truth or lies, anyways, you don't know. So just go to any of the guards and ask that guard, what would the other guard tell me? If I ask, where is the treasure? What would the other guard tell me? Whatever is the answer, do not take that path, take the other path. Sounds very cryptic, right? So the LLM just said, ask any of the guards, and whatever answer that guard says, so ask any of the guards, what would the other guard tell me? And whatever is the answer, don't take that path, take the other path. Now, this answer is as cryptic to me as was the question, what do I ask? Now, if I ask that same question to LLM with CoT, it will go step by step, right? Now let's see what this LLM plus CoT will do. It will say, okay, there are two guards. So what is the problem? The problem is I have to find the treasure. So it will say, okay, what is the problem? It will define the problem. We don't know if A is the truth teller and B is the liar, or A is the liar and B is the truth teller. So now LLM says that go to the first one. Go to one. If you go to the first one, A, and suppose this is the truth teller, and you ask the question, what would B tell me? This guy is always saying the truth, and B is always saying the lie. Now, what will B say? B will say, so let's number it 1 and 2. So the B will say, B will always lie. So if I ask B, where is the treasure? It will say 1. Right? Since this guy is always saying the truth, so it will truly say that if you ask B, B will lie, and it will say, take the root 1. Now, if I go, so in this case, I was going to A. If I went to B, right? Or just let's invert this, right? If A is the liar, and I go and ask this guy, what would B tell me to do? Which way to go? This guy is a liar. B would always say the truth. So B would always tell me 2. But now this guy will lie, and it will say, if you go and ask B, B will tell you 1. right? So in either case, whether A is liar or A is the truth teller, or B is liar or B is truth teller, whoever you go to and you ask this question that what will the other guard tell me, you're always getting the answer 1, root 1. Root 1 is going to trap. And that is why what I am suggesting you is you ask this question, what will the other guard tell me? Whatever is the response is always going to be the same, 1, and you have to take the other path, not that path. So you will take 2, route number 2, and you will reach the treasure. So now in this one, you see how it is logically thinking, and not just thinking, it is giving you step by step instruction here as to how it arrived at that conclusion. And now when I look at this, I know this is the right answer. When I was looking at just this LLM thing, I was not sure if the answer is wrong or right. But in this case, I know for sure that yes, this is the right answer. So we understood what a CoT is, right? And we also know, what is the value it is adding. It is giving you all the reasons to trust this. It is taking the accountability. It is transparent. It is showing you step by step what it is doing, and that gives it more explainability. And if any LLM is giving you all the reasonings, that is where it brings trust. These LLMs are being used in a lot of high stake environments like finance, right? All the financial organizations are using it. Healthcare. So in healthcare, we are using LLMs. It is giving us real-time insights in diagnosis and all those things now. With this kind of explainability, the doctors or the medical researchers or people will be able to look at it and trust it. They will know whether it is saying the right thing or the wrong thing, and they can then go back and train their models accordingly if it is giving a wrong answer. Similarly, in finance, you ask it a question that I have $1,000 I want to invest. Now, where should I invest it? Right now, it just comes back and tells you, keep it in savings, or keep it in, or buy, invest in stocks or buy bonds. Now, why did it say that? I told it I have $1,000. I want to invest it for 3 years. What is going to give me the best return? It should have actually told me stocks, because stocks traditionally have shown things like 7 to 10% increase, while bonds are somewhere in between 2 and 5%, and savings accounts is always less than 2% or even 1%, right? Less than 1%. So why did it say put it in savings? Now, might be that the next 3 years are going to be very difficult, and the stocks are even higher risk during the next 3 years. And might be the stock market is going to fail, or those kind of things. So now, if there is a CoT, it will give you all the logic why it chose or why it told you to invest in savings, although you are asking for high returns. Similarly, in healthcare, it looks through a list of symptoms, and then it says why it eliminated particular disease, why it zeroed down to 3, and then to 2, and then to 1, right? So that way the doctors will be able to trust AI much more. Right? And since we are using it in all these places, even in law, right, and practically everywhere, but these are kind of the high stake environments. And in high stake environments, when you introduce this kind of thing, that is when you are going to see a lot of adoption of these AI models. So that is all I had in today's session. So do know about CoT, do know about how CoT is being used in LLMs, and how it makes your whole application more interpretable, safe, in terms of what it has done, right? And more reliable. So this is going to help you with the adoption. Whoever is the user, they will be more confident using your solution. Thank you. Thanks for watching. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'll be having the next a few sessions looking into different concepts and how they can be helpful in your application. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video.